You've probably heard that breathing is automatic, that your body just does it without you needing to think about it. And that's true. But what almost nobody realizes is that the way you breathe right now, in this very moment, is quietly shaping your blood pressure, your energy levels, your digestion, your sleep quality, and even how fast your body ages. Most people over 50 are breathing in a way that keeps their nervous system stuck in stress mode, and they don't even know it. The habits you've built around your breath, some of them formed decades ago, are either protecting your heart and brain or slowly wearing them down. And the shocking part, you can change this today. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your body when you breathe the wrong way, the hidden mistakes that cancel out the benefits, and the simple shifts that can lower your stress, improve your focus, help you sleep better, and even support healthy blood sugar. Stay until the end because the final point is the one that most people miss, and it's the key to making all of this work. Let me start by telling you something that might surprise you. Your breath is not just about getting oxygen into your lungs. It's a direct line of communication between your brain and every major system in your body. Every time you inhale and exhale, you're sending signals to your heart, your gut, your immune system, and your nervous system. And depending on how you breathe, those signals either tell your body to relax, repair, and recharge, or they tell it to stay on high alert, as if danger is always around the corner. That's the part most people don't understand. They think breathing is just about survival. But the truth is, your breathing pattern controls whether your body is in healing mode or stress mode. And after decades of shallow, rushed, chest-only breathing, many people have trained their bodies to live in a state of constant, low-level panic, even when they're sitting on the couch watching television. Here's what happens inside your body when you breathe shallow and fast. When you take short breaths that only fill the top part of your lungs, your diaphragm, which is the large muscle under your rib cage, barely moves. That sends a signal to your brain that something might be wrong. Your brain interprets shallow breathing as a sign of stress or danger. In response, it activates your sympathetic nervous system. This is your fight or flight system. When this system is on, your heart rate goes up. Your blood pressure rises. Your digestion slows down. Your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. And all of this happens without you noticing. You're not being chased by a bear. You're just sitting at your desk or lying in bed. But your body is responding as if you are under threat, simply because of the way you're breathing. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if it only happened once in a while, but for most people, especially those over 40, this shallow breathing has become the default. It's the way they breathe all day long, at work, at home, while eating, while sleeping. And over time, this creates a cascade of problems. Chronic shallow breathing keeps cortisol levels elevated. High cortisol makes it harder to lose belly fat. It disrupts your sleep, it weakens your immune system, it contributes to high blood pressure. It even affects your memory and focus because your brain isn't getting the steady, calm, oxygen flow it needs to work efficiently. You might feel tired for no reason. You might notice that you're more anxious or irritable. You might have trouble falling asleep, or you wake up feeling like you didn't rest at all. And the root cause of many of these issues is hiding in plain sight. It's your breath. But here's the good news. When you shift the way you breathe, when you train yourself to breathe slowly, deeply, and through your diaphragm, you activate the opposite system. This is called the parasympathetic nervous system. This is your rest and digest system. When this system is turned on, your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure drops, your digestion improves, your body releases chemicals that help you feel calm and focused, your muscles relax, your brain gets more oxygen, and your body switches from stress mode into repair mode. This is when healing happens. This is when your cells regenerate. This is when your immune system does its best work. And all of this can start with something as simple as changing the way you breathe for just a few minutes each day. Let me explain what deep diaphragmatic breathing actually does inside your body, because this is where the science gets really interesting. When you take a slow, deep breath that fills your belly, your diaphragm contracts and moves downward. This creates space in your lungs and pulls air deep into the lower parts of your lungs, where the most efficient oxygen exchange happens. At the same time, the downward movement of your diaphragm gently massages your internal organs. It stimulates your vagus nerve, which is a long nerve that runs from your brain down through your chest and into your abdomen. The vagus nerve is like the master control switch for your parasympathetic nervous system. When you stimulate it through deep breathing, it sends a signal to your brain that says everything is okay, you are safe, you can relax, and your brain responds by calming your entire body. Your heart rate becomes more variable, which is actually a sign of a healthy heart. Your digestion improves because blood flow returns to your stomach and intestines. Your immune system gets stronger. Even your mood improves because your brain starts producing more serotonin and less cortisol. Now, let's talk about what this means for your energy. A lot of people over 50 complain about feeling tired all the time, even after a full night of sleep. They assume it's just part of getting older. But in many cases, the problem is that their cells aren't getting enough oxygen. And that's not because they're not breathing. It's because they're not breathing effectively. Shallow breathing only uses the top portion of your lungs. The lower parts of your lungs, where the richest oxygen exchange happens, barely get used. So even though you're breathing, your blood isn't getting fully oxygenated. Your muscles don't get the fuel they need. Your brain doesn't get the oxygen it needs to stay sharp. And you end up feeling sluggish, foggy, and drained even when you haven't done anything physically demanding. But when you practice deep breathing, you improve oxygen delivery to every cell in your body. Your mitochondria, which are the tiny energy factories inside your cells, work more efficiently. You produce more energy, you think more clearly, you feel more awake, and this doesn't require any supplements or medications. It just requires you to breathe the way your body was designed to breathe. Here's something else most people don't realize. The way you breathe directly affects your blood sugar. This might sound strange at first, but it makes perfect sense once you understand the connection. When you're in a state of chronic stress, which happens when you breathe shallow and fast all day, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that tells your liver to release stored sugar into your bloodstream. This is useful if you're actually in danger and need quick energy to run or fight. But if you're just sitting at home, that extra sugar has nowhere to go. Your blood sugar spikes. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, especially around your belly, and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. But when you breathe deeply and calmly, you lower your cortisol levels. Your blood sugar becomes more stable. Your body becomes more sensitive to insulin. And this can make a real difference, especially if you're already dealing with blood sugar issues or prediabetes. Deep breathing won't replace a healthy diet or exercise, but it supports your metabolic health in a way that most people completely overlook. Let's talk about sleep, because this is one of the most common complaints I hear from patients. So many people tell me they can't fall asleep, or they wake up multiple times during the night, or they wake up feeling exhausted. And when I ask them about their breathing, most of them have no idea what I'm talking about. But here's the truth. If you go to bed while your nervous system is still in stress mode, your body will not let you fall into deep, restorative sleep. You might drift off eventually, but your sleep will be light and fragmented. Your heart rate will stay elevated, your muscles won't fully relax, and you'll wake up feeling like you never really rested. This is why so many people feel tired even after 7 or 8 hours in bed. Their body never switched into repair mode. But if you spend just 5 or 10 minutes before bed doing slow, deep breathing, you can completely change the quality of your sleep. You signal to your body that it's safe to let go. Your heart rate drops, your muscles relax, your mind stops racing, and you fall into the kind of deep sleep that actually restores your energy, strengthens your immune system, and supports healthy aging. Now, here's where most people make a big mistake. They think that breathing exercises are something you only do when you're stressed or anxious. They treat it like a band-aid. They wait until they're already overwhelmed, and then they try to breathe their way out of it. And while that can help, it's not the most effective approach. The real power of breath work comes from making it a daily habit, something you do proactively, not reactively. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wait until your teeth hurt to start brushing. You do it every day to prevent problems. The same principle applies to your breath. If you practice deep, slow breathing for just 5 to 10 minutes every morning, you set the tone for your entire nervous system for the rest of the day. You train your body to default to a calm, relaxed state. And over time, this becomes automatic. You'll notice that you naturally breathe deeper throughout the day. You'll feel less reactive to stress. You'll sleep better. You'll have more energy. And all of this comes from a simple daily practice that costs nothing and takes less time than making a cup of coffee. Let me give you a practical way to start. This is called diaphragmatic breathing, and it's the foundation of everything I've been talking about. Here's how you do it. Sit in a comfortable chair or lie down on your back. Place one hand on your chest and the other hand on your belly, just below your rib cage. close your mouth and breathe in slowly through your nose. As you inhale, focus on making your belly rise, not your chest. The hand on your belly should move up, while the hand on your chest stays mostly still. Breathe in for a count of 4, then pause for a moment. Then breathe out slowly through your mouth for a count of 6 or even 8. Make the exhale longer than the inhale. This is important because the long exhale is what activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Repeat this for 5 to 10 minutes. Do it first thing in the morning or before bed or anytime you feel stressed or tired. That's it. It's simple. But when you do it consistently, the changes you'll feel in your body are profound. Now let's talk about something that surprises a lot of people. Your posture has a huge impact on how you breathe. If you spend most of your day sitting, especially if you're hunched over a computer or a phone, your rib cage is compressed. Your diaphragm can't move properly. Your lungs can't fully expand. So even if you try to take a deep breath, you physically can't because your body is in a position that blocks it. This is one of the hidden reasons why so many people feel short of breath or anxious without knowing why. Their posture is literally preventing them from breathing well. The fix is simple but requires awareness. Sit up tall. Imagine a string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back and down. Open up your chest. This creates space for your lungs and diaphragm to move freely. And when you combine good posture with deep breathing, you'll immediately notice a difference. You'll feel more alert, you'll feel less tense, and over time, this will become your new normal. Here's another misconception I want to clear up. A lot of people think that taking big, fast breaths is a good thing. They think it means they're getting more oxygen. But the opposite is actually true. When you breathe too fast, you exhale too much carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide plays a critical role in how your body uses oxygen. Without enough carbon dioxide in your blood, your red blood cells hold on to oxygen too tightly. They don't release it to your tissues as efficiently. This is called the Bohr effect. So even though you're breathing a lot, your cells aren't getting the oxygen they need. This can make you feel lightheaded, anxious, or fatigued. It can also cause tingling in your hands and feet. The solution is to breathe slowly and calmly. You don't need to gulp air. You need to breathe in a steady, rhythmic way that keeps your oxygen and carbon dioxide levels balanced. Quality matters more than quantity when it comes to your breath. Let's talk about something that affects millions of people but rarely gets connected to breathing. Digestive problems, bloating, constipation, indigestion, acid reflux. These issues are incredibly common, especially as we age. And while diet plays a major role, your breathing habits also have a direct impact on your digestion. When you're in stress mode, your body diverts blood flow away from your digestive organs and sends it to your muscles because your body thinks you need to run or fight. This slows down digestion. Food sits in your stomach longer. You produce less digestive enzymes. You absorb fewer nutrients. Over time, this can lead to chronic digestive issues, nutrient deficiencies, and even problems with your gut bacteria. But when you breathe deeply and activate your parasympathetic nervous system, blood flow returns to your digestive organs, your stomach and intestines start working properly again, you produce more digestive enzymes, your gut bacteria thrive, and many of those annoying digestive symptoms start to fade. This is why eating in a calm, relaxed state while breathing slowly can make such a big difference in how your body processes food. Here's something most people completely overlook. Breathing through your nose versus breathing through your mouth makes a huge difference. Your nose is designed to filter, warm, and humidify the air before it reaches your lungs. It also produces nitric oxide, a molecule that helps open your blood vessels, lower your blood pressure, and improve oxygen delivery. When you breathe through your mouth, you bypass all of that. You're breathing in cold, dry, unfiltered air. You're not producing nitric oxide. And over time, mouth breathing can lead to dry mouth, bad breath, snoring, sleep apnea, and even changes in your facial structure. If you're a mouth breather, especially at night, this could be affecting your sleep quality, your energy, and your overall health. The fix is to consciously practice nose breathing during the day. And if you breathe through your mouth at night, consider using a simple mouth tape designed for sleep. It sounds strange, but it works. Keeping your mouth closed during sleep forces you to breathe through your nose, which improves oxygen delivery, reduces snoring, and helps you wake up feeling more rested. Now, I want to tell you about the biggest mistake people make when they start practicing breath work. And this is something I see all the time. They do it once or twice, they feel a little calmer, and then they forget about it. Or they only do it when they're already stressed out and then they wonder why it's not making a long-term difference. Here's the truth. Breath work is not a quick fix. It's a practice. It's something you have to do consistently if you want to see real, lasting changes in your health. Your nervous system has been shaped by decades of habits. You can't undo that in a single session. But if you commit to just 5 or 10 minutes of deep breathing every day for a month, you will start to notice a shift. Your baseline stress level will drop, you'll sleep better, you'll have more energy, you'll feel more grounded and less reactive. And the longer you keep doing it, the more powerful the effects become. This is not about perfection, it's about consistency. Even if you miss a day here and there, just keep coming back to it. Your body will respond. Here's a bonus tip that can make your breath work even more effective. Combine it with gratitude or positive visualization. While you're doing your deep breathing, take a moment to think about something you're grateful for, or picture yourself feeling healthy, strong, and energized. This might sound a little abstract, but there's real science behind it. When you pair deep breathing with positive emotions, you amplify the calming effect on your nervous system. You're not just turning off the stress response, you're actively training your brain to associate calmness with positive feelings. Over time, this rewires your emotional patterns and makes it easier to stay calm and centered, even when life gets chaotic. It's a simple addition that takes no extra time, but it can make your practice much more powerful. Let me also mention something important about breathing and pain. A lot of people over 50 deal with chronic pain in their joints, their back, their neck, or their shoulders. And while there are many causes of pain, one factor that often gets ignored is tension. When you're stressed and breathing shallow, your muscles stay tight. That tension restricts blood flow, reduces oxygen to your tissues, and makes pain worse. But when you breathe deeply and slowly, your muscles start to relax. Blood flow improves. Oxygen reaches the areas that need it, and in many cases, the pain decreases. This doesn't mean that breathwork is a cure for arthritis or herniated discs, but it can be a powerful tool for managing pain, reducing inflammation, and improving your quality of life. And it works best when combined with gentle movement, good posture, and proper rest. Let's bring this all together. Your breath is one of the most powerful tools you have for controlling your health, your mood, your energy, and how well you age. It's free, it's always available, and it works faster than almost any other natural intervention. But most people take it for granted. They breathe without thinking. They breathe in a way that keeps their body stuck in stress mode. And over the years, that takes a toll. The good news is that you can change this starting today. You don't need special equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You just need to take a few minutes each day to breathe the way your body was designed to breathe, slowly, deeply, through your nose, with your diaphragm. And when you do that consistently, your body will respond. Your blood pressure will improve, your digestion will improve, your sleep will improve, your energy will improve, and you'll feel more in control of your health than you have in years. So here's what I want you to do. Tonight, before you go to bed, spend just 5 minutes doing slow diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Breathe out through your mouth for 6 or 8 counts. Let your belly rise and fall, and notice how you feel. Then do the same thing tomorrow morning and the day after that. Make it a habit. Make it as automatic as brushing your teeth, because this simple practice has the power to transform your health in ways that most people never realize are possible. You are not stuck with the body you have right now. You are not stuck with the stress, the fatigue, the poor sleep, or the constant low-level anxiety. You can change the way your nervous system operates. You can reset your baseline, and it all starts with your breath. Now, I want to hear from you. How many minutes a day do you currently spend focusing on your breathing? Have you ever tried breathwork before, or is this completely new to you? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and I love hearing about your experiences. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. I'll be sharing even more science-backed strategies to help you stay strong, healthy, and independent as you age. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.